All right, let's move on. This one's classic, and it's in the rundown because we have to talk about it. I want no part of it. I'll just say that up front. Let's go to the Fenway Bowl coming up Saturday. Cincinnati.
Should they be playing a bowl game in Fenway Park first and foremost?
I love this.
You do
Yes,
love this. You
I
are
do love.
such a bowl aficionado.
This is great, and I love this in a bowl. Would I want a regular season game moved? Would I want Boston College to play in Fenway Park? Probably not.
No.
But I think this is great for a bowl game for what it is. An exhibition, have some fun, play it in a weird venue, and you get not only a weird venue for football, you get one of the historic baseball parks in our country.
Yeah.
Yes.
In December.
Yes.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
Cincinnati, Louisville. I know. Don't send us tweets. I know. Inside jokes.
He's doing it on purpose. He's saying it like that on purpose, people. But leave a comment, please. I'm going to answer almost every comment that's left this week on the YouTube channel. I'm going to personally answer myself. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you're listening to this show, you know the story. I don't need to totally recap it. We've got weird coaching things, but I'll recap it quick. Luke Fickell, UC, out. He's to Wisconsin. Scott Satterfield, Louisville, going to the other sideline, Cincinnati. He'll take over after the game. Louisville's come in and already hired one of their all-time greats, Jeff Braun from Purdue. He's in. None of those guys are coaching. None of the three guys I just mentioned are coaching. We've got interims on both sides. Here's more to the point.
You've been in this situation before. The guys that are coaching, are they staying or is this their farewell?
That could be both. They probably don't know yet. They probably don't know. You're right. I've seen it both ways. I've seen guys that have stayed in this situation when the staff has been let go or retired. I've seen other guys, the whole staff is leaving. It's chaos.
Does that affect the handicap if you know they're staying?
I don't think it can. I mean, you'll hear a lot of people bowl season talking about theories on this, and from personal experience, 2 of the bowl wins I have been on staff for were 2 of the more improbable. If I would have been betting and it would have been legal at the time, I would have pushed all my chips in on West Virginia's opponent in the 2 games. One, I've said before, Don Nehlen's last game, the whole staff was leaving against Ole Miss. West Virginia had no business. If you were around that West Virginia program, you knew you had no business winning a bowl game given the collective demeanor of that program. West Virginia won. The second one, Rich Rodriguez. West Virginia loses to Pitt to blow a shot at the national title game. The consolation prize is against, Sam Bradford in Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. Rich Rodriguez leaves. The state's on fire. Everybody's beside themselves. There is 0 chance West Virginia can win the game. They have to go to Arizona and play Oklahoma. You cannot win that game. You will not win the game. You got no chance to win the game, except that West Virginia went out and won the game. 2 of the more improbable games. So you can't handicap this stuff. We can say a lot of stuff. You just don't know.
Well, nobody knows. The line is 2, 1.5, 1. It's all over the place. When you see that line, that's the book going, okay, we don't know either. Somebody bets something because it's not enough to move it, not enough to flip it. There's probably very little handle on this game overall, but go ahead, sir.
This one's wild, though. Why is Louisville favored here? Malik Cunningham, the story to me, no Malik Cunningham for Louisville at quarterback. That's a massive, massive hit for them.
You know why Cincinnati's not favored? They're 3-8-1 against the spread.
They are. No, there's no question. And they've got they got a lot of guys out. They're moving on. They're in chaos as well. But listen to Louisville's. Not only is Cunningham the quarterback out, their leading receiver is out as well. They have a running back out who had the second most carries and the second most touchdowns behind only Cunningham. So their leading 2 ground-gaining touchdown makers are both out in this game. They don't have any guys. I think what this is, if I'm making a hypothesis here, you think it's over? Here's why. Louisville's defense is pretty good. They've held teams to 17 or less in 6 games.
Are they all playing?
They're 11th nationally in turnover margin, +9. So Louisville defense might be the best unit that is on the field in this game. I was going to ask you is under a play. Total's down there, 41.5.
Well,
really the answer is you don't want any part of this game is the answer.
Correct. But if you're looking to make a play on, an early morning game on Saturday.
Early morning West, don't have a West Coast bias there. We have East Coast listeners. You can't say early morning. You got to say early morning West, please.
Early morning West, 8 o'clock, 11 a.m. East.
Thank you.
it's one of those games. It's 44 opened up as the total. It's 41. And again, the thought process makes perfect sense to say, oh, this is an under. Best unit on the field is Louisville's defense. That's evidently very obvious when you look at these numbers. But my thought is over, because there's going to be all people and kids playing that haven't played, which leads to turnovers, which leads to not knowing assignments, which leads to overs. I haven't looked at the weather. Is the weather, I mean, the weather's usually not a factor in a lot of bowl games, but a bowl game at Fenway Park in December, you got to at least take a look at it, because, I mean, it's cold right here in my house. It is cold in Las Vegas. But if it's cold and nasty there, this game isn't under, right? No?
Yeah, see, under's my first instinct here, but again, given Louisville's defense and the turnovers, what you say there and the offenses that you might have some turnovers, so you might be sweating the under on some short fields. I'll give you that. Okay, I'm gonna stay away, but I'm gonna stay away until right before kickoff. Then I'll probably do something.
And then you'll,
as you know me.
Yes, right. You're always that last minute, like,
got to get in it.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.